Hey friend, Michaela from Pixie Primary here. I wanted to take you on a walkthrough of what you will receive when you download the Pixie Primary Planner. So first things first, this is in a zip file, so you will have to extract the files from the zip file. And after you do that, this is exactly what you'll see. So if you take a look, you'll see Pixie Primary Planner covers, Pixie Primary Planner pages, and the credits and terms of use. Let's get started with the fun stuff, those planner covers. So there are 115 different background options available. However, there are 3 different designs that you can implement. The basic banded planner covers, the basic oval planner covers, and the scalloped circle planner covers. So really, there are 345 different planner cover options available for you. Now, these are saved as JPEG formats, so that means the possibilities are endless as far as how you want to customize. If you want to add a photo of your family on the front cover, you can. If you want to add a picture of your dog, go for it. If you have some cute teachery clip art that you want to put on the front cover, you can do that too. Here's an example of a basic banded planner cover. So what that means is it just has this little white, somewhat translucent band at the bottom, so you can still see that cute background, but it makes your text pop when you go into Insert, Text Box, and then you can add in whatever you want. For example, I think this is perfect for adding your name and your school and the school year. Now, this is a product that I will update every single year. So buy it once, have it for life, and you'll have access to updated calendars each year. And you will be able to, like I said, have it for life, reuse it. So you can customize by doing your own fonts, whatever works for you. I love PB Banana Nut Muffin for this. And then I also love PB Lemon Pound Cake. So customize it, make it yours. That's one way I love to customize this. Now, there are a few different categories. So right now we're looking at the Boho Rainbow Basic Banded. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the different options. There is a front cover and the back cover. And you have a few different options with the Boho Rainbow. This does also match my classroom decor pack. So if you are trying to keep things consistent and you want to check that out, feel free. All right, so that's the Boho Rainbow Basic Banded. Let's hop on over to a basic oval, and all of these are available with all the different designs. So basic oval kind of reminds me of a composition notebook, right? At the top where you have a little oval, you can add, I think just a name looks really cute there. I do have an example of that over on my Instagram with the serape background that we'll get to in a minute. But here is the colorful leopard pack. And I do have another classroom decor bundle using the colorful leopard. So if you are interested in that, feel free to check it out. So Boho Rainbow and colorful leopard, you can make your planner match your classroom. All right, and then let's pop over to scalloped circle planner covers. I'm actually going to skip down a little bit to Trendy Patterns because to me, this is the perfect little design to be able to add a monogram in, and some of these are super cute with a monogram. So here's the Dalmatian spots, super trendy right now. A little gingham background, super cute with a monogram. Serape going vertically and horizontally. Some leopard print, and then cow print, which I think is super cute. I'm going to pop back to the basic banded just because it's easier to see things there, to see the designs, and I'm going to hop down to Patriotic Whimsy. We haven't taken a look at that one yet. So Patriotic Whimsy because they are some bright reds and beautiful blues, polka dots and stripes. Our next option, rainbow stripes and dots. So whereas the boho is more of like a pastel-y and muted color. Here you can see the brights. Okay. And Rustic Wood. Now, this first one in Rustic Wood, I think would be the perfect one to really customize by throwing some pictures of your family or your teacher besties or whatever you want to, maybe even your class on here. I think it would just look super cute. But here's the Rustic Wood pack. And some of these are a little more masculine. So if you are a mister that's looking for a planner, or if you just like more masculine vibes in general, feel free to check out the Rustic Wood and then watercolors, which we'll get to in a few minutes. The watercolors also have some more masculine patterns. This is Seafoam Glitter. I absolutely adore this kind of honeycomb glittery vibe. Stripes. A little bit more glitter here. And then really just some pink stripes mixed in with some other colors. We covered the Trendy Patterns earlier. That's the one that had the serape and the Dalmatian and the cow spots. Here are watercolors. This is maybe one of the larger options available, and there are a few different sets within it. So I love the beginning watercolors where you can kind of see the texture and the paper that was made on. But we'll get into some kind of like acid dyed looking watercolors as well that I think are perfect for the men looking for planners like this one. There's some darker greens. I absolutely love. And the beautiful thing about having all of these options is you can mix it up. I know sometimes you might get bored with your planner cover like halfway through the year. So feel free to change it. I've already printed through 4 or 5 different covers that I plan to kind of go between throughout the year. And you can laminate and bind it like a happy planner kind of, or you can just stick it in the cover of a binder, whatever works for you. This planner is designed to work for you. I had to pause here because I wanted to talk about this one because it's one of my absolute favorites. I love these pastel pencils. This is the Whimsy pack and these cute colorful crayons. And then as my little girl would say, donuts make me go nuts. This I was just playing around with, some serape and some leopard, and then some cow print on that beautiful turquoise door, just for fun. So out of all those options, you can do with the basic banded, you can do the basic oval, or you can do the scallop circles and throw that monogram in there. You don't have to throw a monogram in there. You can do whatever you want because this is your planner. You design it exactly how you want. Make it work for you. So now that was the fun stuff. Let's get into the nitty gritty. When you go to the planner pages, there are 2 options available for you. There's a PowerPoint page and there's a PDF page. The PDF is print and go, so you just print the pages that you need and handwrite them. If you're wanting to plan digitally or you would prefer to type before you print, or for example, what I plan to do is go through and label my sections. I use my planner not as a lesson planner, but as a life planner. So I might label something as meetings and appointments, or things to do at school, things to do at home, dinner, different things like that. I can go ahead and label it and then print it that way and then continue to write in it as I go. But I want to show you those options. So here it says this planner belongs to. On the PDF version, there are lines here so that when you print it, you can write it if you'd like. But here, if you want to add your text box and add in your name, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to go ahead and show you this full screen now, and we'll go through these pages one by one. So this planner belongs to, You can put your school address, your room number, your email. If you don't want to include this page, that's fine. If you don't want to include all the information, you can block it out with a picture, whatever you'd like to do. Here's Year at a Glance. This currently runs August 2021 to July 2022. Next year, I'll update it. I will say within the actual planner pages, though, within the calendar pages, I did start in June because I'm eager to use this, and I hope you are too. So I started June 2021. So even though this Year at a Glance just shows our academic year, I am starting a little early and then running through August 2022. So you can use this for a long time. Right, there are a few different pages that are set up like this with different headings. So if you want to put this in the front of your planner, you can, and just kind of highlight those important dates, August through July. There's a birthdays page for you to put student birthdays, test dates if you want to plan out your testing, important school dates, and important personal dates. Here's a page that would be perfect to leave for a substitute that has daily schedule and helpful hints. So if you print this for PDF, you can just handwrite it all in. And if you want to add in a text box here on the PowerPoint version, you can add in a text box and print from there. Passwords, again, you could type these or write them. It's entirely up to you. And this is actually designed to be a 2-page spread. You'll see the other page in just a second, but it's a student checklist or a grading spreadsheet. So you can put the student names down here, tasks, assignments, papers, whatever you're having included here. And then either use these as check boxes or grade boxes. But here's the other side of that page. So when it lays flat, it goes straight across, just like any other planner or gradebook would. Note spread is also 2-page. So here's the left side and the right side. And this page I would actually print front and back. So there are 2 pages, but this is the student data page. And I do intend to build a bundle as well. I do have this as an editable resource. This particular page is not editable within the planner, but I will tie it into a bundle where you can edit, because I know not everybody focuses on reading fluency or reading level or math facts. And you might not have all of the same grading categories. But here's the basic student data page. You have the front where you can keep track of all of their growth, and then the back where you can put anecdotal notes. There are tabs, and I'll show you the page dividers in just a moment that divide the months. But there are tabs for months, all the way August through July. And if you're repeating months, like you're starting in June, then you could just print this page again and have 2 Junes. There's also a student info tab, grades, checklists, lesson plans, notes, and interventions. So if you're planning interventions for students. All right, and then these are the month divider tabs. So the way I'm setting my planner up, you can do this as well. You don't have to. I'm just printing these on cardstock. I printed the cover on cardstock and then laminated, punched to make kind of similar to a happy planner. But of course, you could just put this in a binder instead. All the other pages I'm printing on just regular computer paper. And then these pages I'm printing on cardstock so that it's easier to divide. I'm also going to be putting the tabs down the side of the pages. So these are the month dividers. Each one has a different inspirational quote that relates to teaching. And if you're using this again next year, I'll mix it up with the quotes. Right, and then we get into our monthly spreads. So these are designed, you can see it's kind of scooted a little bit off to the side, and I was very intentional about that so that you're not having to write like between the binding of whatever type of outer shell you plan to use, whether that's a binder or the happy planner. So I was intentional about kind of scooting it out to the side so that you would have margins to punch your holes and you wouldn't have to write between holes. So 2-page spread. Here's the left side of June and the right. And I did include major U.S. holidays as well as the start of different heritage months. And again, that runs through July 2020. Oh, no, excuse me, August 2022. All right, so weekly spreads. Friends, there are 35 different weekly spreads for you to choose from. So we'll start with this. First, we have the vertical spreads. And I kind of alternated between the way that these spreads are dated, and I'll show you what I mean. But this one is the very basic one to list out anything that you want to. You can have notes here. This is the first vertical spread, and you can see it runs Sunday through Saturday. So this is the left side and the right side. And then this is the same spread, but I know some people want to keep their weekend together. So this runs Monday through Sunday. Okay. This is another vertical spread, but instead of being just one long list, now I've broken it into two sections. This is great if you are teaching like third, fourth, and fifth, and you swap homerooms. You have two different homerooms that you teach to. You can differentiate on your lesson plans, or if you're using this as more of a life planner, you could include like school stuff up here, home stuff down here. And again, I alternated between the weekend up front and the weekend split up. I also merged cells for Sunday and Saturday. So if you're not wanting to split up into two different sections for Sunday and Saturday, you can just keep your list going. As you can see here, right now we're getting into 3 sections. So again, if you teach multiple subjects, or you want to do like ELA, math, science, social studies, or you want to put appointments, home, school, whatever, you make this work for you. But here is our 3-row division. And again, it has those merged Saturday and Sunday options as well. Now we're getting into 4, 5, 6, and then I believe we stopped at 7. However, it keeps going. So I know that some people also like to be very structured in their time, or maybe you use one layout throughout the school year, but then you're trying to really focus in on your hour-to-hour tasks throughout spring break or winter break or summer break. So I also have these time schedules available. You can break it up by the hour, the half hour, whatever works for you, but to really focus on your time. And then we have this one, the horizontal schedule. And this does run Monday through Friday. There's an option like this. And then there is also an option that has the weekend. This is probably the one that I'll use. Actually, I'll probably use this one and label like meetings and appointments, school, home, TPT, meals, whatever else I might need to include, activities for my girls, upcoming events, things that I need to think about. But I love, love, love. That's kind of the way Happy Planner Teacher Edition set up, but I'm including the weekends on this because I know that life doesn't stop just because I'm not at school. And I like to just keep up with one planner. All right. And then there are a few more. So this is like just a full page horizontal spread. And that's it. You have 35 different options. And again, it's made to work for you. So you can type in those boxes and print from week to week. You can bulk print the pages that you want and from the PDF format or from this format, whatever works best for you. So that was a quick walkthrough of the 345 different covers that you can choose from, the 35 different page layouts that you can choose from, and stay tuned because I do plan to keep adding more to the Pixie Primary Planner. Thanks so much for checking it out. I hope you'll use it this year. I hope you'll love it. Please leave feedback if there are pages that are not working for you and you need help with something, or you need something altered, or there are pages that I didn't include but you're looking for. Let me know. This is my first year doing a planner. I'm excited about it, but it's definitely a process to learn from. I want this to work for you, so help me do that. Thanks for checking it out, friends. I hope you love the Pixie Primary Planner.